Today I'm going to be going over how to print and scan with handheld mobile devices. I'll cover two types of devices, Apple iOS and Android. All the mobile devices need to be connected to the same network or Wi-Fi as the copier or printer. First, we're going to be covering printing directly from an Apple iOS device internally. To print from an installed application on an Apple device, we use a service called AirPrint. AirPrint can print from any application on your Apple device that supports printing. You start by selecting an app that you'd like to print from. For instance, I selected Notepad. To print this document, select the forward icon in the upper right, and then from the drop-down, select Print. When you press Select Printer, a list of AirPrint-enabled devices will be displayed. After selecting your printer, you can now select the amount of copies that you would like. You could select options such as duplex, color, staple, or punch. Once you select your options, then select Print, and the document will be printed. Now I'm going to go over our Kyocera mobile print app. This is for Apple, iOS, and Android. There are two versions of the Kyocera mobile print app. There's the Kyocera Print and For Students. The only difference is that the For Students doesn't allow web access. It's restricted. It's like a parental restriction. The functionality of the Kyocera mobile print app is almost identical between Apple and Android devices, and I'll point out the differences throughout the presentation. The Kyocera mobile print app can be downloaded from the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. The app allows for printing and scanning using some of the extended features in our printers and scanners, like job accounting, print size, resolution, color, black and white, and even Kyocera Net Manager. Printing and scanning is done from within the app itself, not from external applications. From the Kyocera mobile print app, you can select various locations to print from, such as documents, photos, the web, cloud storage, or a network shared folder, and various other selections there. Let's begin with finding a Kyocera printer. You can either search for a printer in the Discover tab, or if you've used the app before, your devices can be found in either the Favorites tab or the Recent tab. You could change the discovery method by pressing the ellipsis in the lower right corner. Apple, you can choose 3 different discovery methods: SNMP, WSD, and Bonjour discovery. With Android, there is only 2 choices, SNMP and WSD discovery. Select your printer and then press Select. Other methods that you can attach to a Kyocera device directly would be you can enter an IP address, or you can use a QR code to retrieve the desired Kyocera device. To enter an IP address, select Manual in the upper right and enter the IP address of the printer or MFP. Press Verify and the device will connect. The QR code feature allows us to print or scan to a device by simply scanning a previously created QR code for that machine. So we're asking, what is a QR code? So let's create a QR code. So first, to create a QR code, you're going to press QR code on the app, enter the name and IP address of the device, select Preview, and then select Print. And a QR is going to be printed at that device. It's going to print out a sheet of paper, usually 8.5 by 11, with that QR code on it. We recommend that you print that this printout be left at the printer, somewhere in plain sight. Some people will tape it to the printer, some people tape it to the wall. As long as it's there in plain sight at the printer, easy to get to. To print using QR codes, Make your selection from the Kyocera Print App menu. I selected documents for printing, but all the options there use the same procedure. So you select documents, select the document you would like to print, and then select device icon in the lower left. Select QR from the tabs, and a camera is going to appear. Hover over the QR code with your camera, and it'll automatically select that device. Press select to add that printer, and then press print. To scan using QR codes, basically the same procedure. You would select scan, press the select device icon, select QR, camera is going to appear, hover over the QR code that you previously printed, it should be near the device somewhere. It'll automatically select that device, press select to add that scanner, and click on scan. At this point, you can select to save your scan, and then scans could be saved to different destinations. It can be saved to cloud-based locations, the document folder inside the device, the mobile device, or a network shared folder. To print a photo from your mobile device, select Photos to open your Photos library. Select the album, and then select the photo you would like to print, and select Preview. If you need to make any preference changes, select the Preferences icon. And then remember, preferences vary depending on your printer model. And also be aware that some preferences have a submenu. Once you're done with your preferences selection, select Print, and your document will be printed. So now I'm going to be going over printing from a document folder. We have the ability to print documents that were uploaded and saved to the mobile device. So you would select Documents, and on the first screen you will see any uploaded or saved scanned documents in the app. In the screenshot, as you can see, there's no documents listed yet. So let's upload a document. So for Apple iOS, first connect your mobile device to your computer. The procedure to add a document to an iOS device is different between Apple and Windows. If you're connecting an iOS device to Apple OS or Windows OS, it's going to be a little bit different. To add a document to iOS device from an Apple computer, select File in the upper left, and then New Finder window in the Mac OS. Next, you select the device in Locations, and then select Files from the top toolbar. So if you look on the device on the right now, you'll see Kyocera Print. So you scroll down, locate the Kyocera Print app icon, and select it. At this point, it'll expand. You can drag and drop or copy and paste your document into that lined area. Now, to add a document from a Windows OS, you need iTunes. iTunes has to be installed on the Windows PC prior to doing this. Open iTunes, connect the iOS device, and then select the device in the upper left corner. You'll see the icon for the device. Select File Sharing on the left, scroll down and select Kyocera Print. And at this point, you could drag and drop or copy and paste your files into the lined area. The file is going to be displayed in the right lined area. Depending on how many apps you have installed on your iOS device, you might have to scroll up or scroll down to find your files on the right side. Once you see your file, press the sync button, and the file is uploaded to your iOS device. And then disconnect your device. For Android, to upload a document, to connect to a Windows PC, simply plug in your Android device to a Windows PC. You should get a pop-up splash or a splash screen. Select Open Device to view files. Or if you don't have plug and play turned on the computer, you could simply go to a Windows Explorer folder, and on the left side, select your mobile device or your Android device. You'll see that there's folders inside the Android device. We recommend creating a new folder in that directory. And then as you can see in this screenshot, I created a folder called Documents. Now you can drag and drop or copy and paste any of your documents into that newly created folder. Disconnect your device from the Windows PC. Now for Apple OS, you need to download a third-party application from Android. It's called Android File Transfer. It can be downloaded from the Android website. The link is there, just simple android.com/file transfer. It takes you right to it for the Apple OS. Install that software on the Apple OS first. When you plug in your when you plug in your Android device into your Apple computer, it'll act basically like it did with Windows. It's going to give you a screen pop-up with all your folders. And as before, we recommend creating a new folder in that directory. And then you can drag and drop or copy and paste your document into any of those, into that created folder, of course. And then when you're done, disconnect your device from the Apple computer. And then one final thing on Android devices, the default settings are not set for that, of course, to that folder that you created. So you need to set the location on the Android device to find your uploaded documents. To set this location, open the Kyocera print app, select the ellipsis in the upper right corner, and from the drop-down, select Settings. Select File Location, and then select the folder that you'd like to use. Select OK, and then press the back button. Next, you would press Documents, as we started off with, and now you could see the device or the document has been uploaded to that folder. Select your document, and it'll appear in the window. At this point, you have two choices. In the upper right, you can select email if you want to send that file via email. Or you can just select print to send the file to the printer. If you select print, set your settings or preferences if needed, and then select print in the lower right-hand corner, and a document will be printed. If you selected email in the upper right, you'll be taken to this email screen. You must have email configured first on the mobile device, not in Kyocera mobile app, but in the actual mobile device, the email already has to be configured. Enter your to and from, and the file will be automatically attached, and press the up arrow in the upper right to send the file. To print from the Kyocera mobile print app using the web browser, you would select Web, then browse to the desired web page. You can also go to web-based emails from here, say like gmail.com, for instance, yeah. And you could print attachments from within that email using the Kyocera mobile print app. You would select Preview in the lower right corner, and then set your preferences and select Print. A new feature in version 2 of the Kyocera mobile print app is the ability to pull files from cloud-based storage. such as Dropbox, Evernote, OneDrive, Google Drive, and also a local network shared folder. To access the new cloud-based locations, you must first have an account with those services. Select your desired service and enter your credentials. In this case, I have Google Drive selected. It will it would sign you into your Google Drive, and now you'll have access to your files and folders. Select your file, then your printer, and then select print. So now to scan to a mobile device from a Kyocera scanner with the Kyocera mobile print app, you would press scan. Select your device, press the model field. This will start the discovery window. Only devices with scan capability will be listed. Place your original at the device, and now select scan in the lower right. There are various preferences depending on the model MFP. Authentication preferences are also available, such as job accounting, user login, and Kyocera Net Manager. Select destination. If you choose where you want to save your scan, scans can be, as before, scans can be saved to cloud-based locations, document folder, or a network shared folder. And since we're on the subject of destinations, another option, as I mentioned, was the network shared folder. This is a new feature too. Select the shared folder icon, enter the information for your shared folder location. So that's your server name or IP address, your folder name, your credentials, username, password, and then the domain name. And then you would select login. This will allow you to send files directly to that local folder, shared folder. For Android devices, we can either use the Kyocera print app or the Mopria print service. Same as iOS has AirPrint as its own print service, Android has its own service called Mopria. Mopria print app enables printing from your Android smartphone or tablet to a Mopria certified copier or printer. Mopria print app can be downloaded from Google Play Store or the Mopria website. And most of our current printing devices support Mopria. You could check Tech Bulletin number 1 for support on any of our devices. So another device that I did not cover in this, it would be the Windows Surface tablets. If you have a Windows Surface tablet that has an Intel-based processor, you can use it like you normally would a normal Windows laptop computer, Windows 10 laptop computer. You can use KX driver, you could scan to SMB, or you can use the Kyocera Print Center app or any other apps that we have available. It's just a normal Windows 10 OS. But if you have a Windows Surface tablet that has an ARM-based processor, that's a little bit different. KX driver is not going to work with those. You would need an XPS or the built-in XPS print driver. It's this normally when you plug in the printer to the network or USB, it'll automatically install, actually network, it'll automatically install the device, install the driver. That's the XPS print driver. And then for the scanning side for ARM-based processors, your only option is Kyocera Print Center app. The Print Center app can be downloaded from the Windows App Store, and the Print Center app it's going to have its own standalone webinar soon.